How calmly, how healthily I could. It is impossible to say how the idea first entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. Object? There was none. Passion? There was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. I had no desire for his gold. It was his eye. He had the eye of a vulture. And every time it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. It was all of pale blue, thin film place. And so, I decided to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the evil eye forever. You fancy me mad? Madmen know nothing. But you should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution and with what foresight I went to work. Every night for a week, about midnight, I turned the latch of the old man's door, oh, so gently. Then, when it was open, I put in a lantern, close, so that no light shone out. And then, I thrust in my head. Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust it in. And then, so carefully, I opened a thin crevice in the lantern, just so much that a dim ray of light fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights. But I found that every night the eye was closed, and so it wasn't possible for me to do my work, for it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. Upon the 8th night I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. Had the lantern in, was about to open it. My thumb slipped upon the tin fastening, and the old man shot out of bed, crying out, "Who's there?" I kept quite still. I said nothing. For a whole hour, I did not move a muscle, and I did not hear him lie down. After waiting very patiently, and still not hearing him lie down, I resolved to open it ever so slightly, just so much that a thin ray, like the thread of a spider, fell out upon the vulture eye. And it was wide open, and I saw it with perfect distinctness, all the hideous blue as a veil over it. And it chilled the very nerve of my bones and increased my fury. And then there came to my ears a low, still, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. And then I realized it was the beating of the old man's heart. And it grew louder and louder and quicker and quicker. And amid the dreadful silence of the old house, I thought the heart must burst. And then a new anxiety seized me. The heart would be heard by a neighbor. The old man's hour had come. I threw open the lantern. I leapt upon him, and he shrieked once, only once, and in a moment. Troubled me no more. If you still think me mad, you will not think so once I tell you of the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. First, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head and the arm. And I took up 3 planks from the flooring, and I deposited them between the scantlings. And then I replaced the boards so cunningly, so perfectly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. When the officers came and said a shriek had been heard by the neighbors, I bade them look. For what had I to fear? The shriek, I said, was my own in a dream. And the old man was away in the country. And in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, I brought them chairs to rest from their fatigues. And in the enthusiasm of my confidence, I placed my own feet upon the very spot which reposed the victim. The officers were satisfied, but we sat and chatted of familiar things. But ere long my head ached, and I fancied a ringing in my ears. I wished the officers gone, but still they smiled and chatted. And then the sound increased to a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. And it grew louder and louder and quicker and quicker, and still they sat and chatted as if nothing were happening. And then I realized that the sound was not within my ears. Didn't they hear it? No, they knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. I felt that my head must burst as it continually increased, louder and louder and louder, until I could bear no more. I insisted, DJ, shrieked, here! Here lies the beating of this hideous heart! Yet you say I am mad. Oh, no. Disease has sharpened my senses, not told. Above all, the sense of hearing is acute. I have heard all things of heaven and earth, and I have heard many things of hell. Observe how calmly, how helplessly I have told you my tale. How